Yeah, the last 3 months has been pretty intense. I'm pleased to say things are a lot better at the end of the 3 months than they were in the first month or two. We did have some difficult times. We had a number of teething problems. They included problems with registrations and logins experienced in the main by claimant representatives getting logged onto the system, various technical issues, something which should have been straightforward and routine really wasn't. There were security reasons why it has to be more than just a name and password, but it really wasn't as straightforward as it should have been. Another issue which we had was registration by the compensators, the insurers and insurance brands, and really that the speed of that which took place was slower than it should have been. The result of that was when claimant representatives were eventually on the system and wanting to put claims notification forms on, sometimes they weren't able to find the insurer they wanted to bring the claim against, which was frustration piled upon frustration. The situation is not totally straightforward because when looking at who a claim is going to be against, it could be against a well-known insurer, it could be against one of their brands, or it could be dealt with by a third-party administrator. I'm pleased to say that after quite a lot of hard work, there is now an index of insurers, insurer brands, third-party administrators, and we're pretty certain that we've got something in excess of 97–98% of market share is now on the index. That index is available to members on the members login area. That's top right of the home page. And if the login procedure is gone through, there are help and support files and that index of insurers, which hopefully will solve that particular problem. But we recognise that was really very frustrating indeed for people who've been trying to get on the system for quite a while. Eventually they got on and then they couldn't find the insurer they wanted. Hopefully that is a matter in the past just now.
Obviously it's been technology-led problems, and that has obviously been a big challenge, not just for the steering group but also the users. How has that now changed? What have you done in the last 3 months to actually change the issues that were first raised?
Yeah. I think we've first and foremost we've made sure that problems are monitored and the resources available, so that once we've analysed the problems, that we can put solutions into place pretty quickly. One of the chief tools that we're now using is a much improved help desk, which firstly does what it says, namely try and help people with information, advice and so forth when they're experiencing problems. But in many ways, as important as that is the fact that every request, every complaint, every problem that comes in is ticketed and then categorised and then analysed so that we can look at trends coming forward. If I can just give some details of that help desk, because it really is proving very useful for all concerned. It can be found on this website, www.rtapiclaimsprocess.org.uk. The email is helpdesk@rapidclaimsettlement.org.uk, and the telephone number is 0844 257 0674. In addition, there is a help and support tab for troubleshooting and answers to frequently asked questions, and that is available on the public website on the home page there. And a lot of the issues which the help desk get are either there on that page, or for members, if the members go through their login procedure, as mentioned, and they go through to the private members area, they've got their help and support files as well. There are comparatively few problems hitting the help desk which aren't actually answered in one or both of those areas. But as I say, if they're not answered, we can then monitor what is happening on the help desk, and if a new pattern emerges, we can get that dealt with pretty quickly. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. It would have been absolutely marvellous if that help desk had been in position before registrations came in, before we got started. But I think we can take perhaps a little bit of credit for listening to complaints, listening to what insurers and claimant representatives said about their problems, and trying to put robust solutions in hand so that everything about the portal is delivering the business efficiency which the whole thing was designed to do in the first place.
And the statistics, 3 months on, what are they looking like?
Well, this was designed as a volume operation. I think if I just check the numbers, there are now in excess of 87,500 claims notification forms on the register. And in terms of volume, the people putting those on are the claimant representatives, and of those we have registered over 1,760, and they are being dealt with by the insurers, and insurers, compensators and insurers brands, we have over 250 now registered. So it is a pretty high volume operation, and the volume is now going through. Yes, there are still some problems in particular areas, but the volume is going through, as I understand it, in a fairly routine fashion, whether that's on the web browser application or using A2A.
How important has the steering group been?
I think the steering group has been absolutely vital. As the problems that I've mentioned, the teething problems have occurred, news has come of those, not only direct through the help desk and so forth, but through APIL, through MASS, through the TUC solicitors, and of course through the insurers as well, because all of those bodies and the MIB have been represented on the project steering group. And I would just like to place on record the responsibility taken by those individuals, because every single member of that project steering group has been someone in the insurance industry or in the claimant personal injury sector who's had a full day job to do, and on top of that they've borne the brunt of this operation. It has been a huge operation in a very short time, and I can tell you the heat in the kitchen has got pretty hot at times for everybody around that project steering group table.
And the next 3 months, what are they looking like? What's that looking like?
The next 3 months is really one of consolidation. We don't say the teething problems are ended. This is new technology, and there are always going to be problems to be sorted out. But we're in a very good position now to monitor those and to make sure we sort them out pretty rapidly. Stage 2 still requires formal sign-off of user acceptance testing. Stage 2 has been live for quite some time, and we're very confident indeed that the formal sign-off will take place very soon. But it would be nice to have that hurdle crossed. And I think generally analysing what's coming out of the help desk, and then seeing, once we're satisfied the thing is running well in a routine fashion, to see how the experience of the users, the clients, the consumers, the insurers, everybody who uses it, the claimant representatives, how can we enhance that experience? So this really is a very, very efficient system for high volume claims.